Now to a story you'll only see right here on NewsNation. 15 smuggling operations busted in a single day in Arizona, and our cameras were rolling. NewsNation hitching a ride with the Cochise County Sheriff's Department, deputies chasing down smugglers with cars full of migrants. It's a growing industry as encounters along the southern border are at unprecedented levels. NewsNation border correspondent Bradley is live in Arizona this morning with an exclusive interview from two of the smugglers who actually got caught. This is interesting because these people, they never talk, but this time they are. Good morning, Allie.
Yeah, Dre, you're exactly right. And we did get that rare look into this really well-oiled, sophisticated machine here that they're running with these human and drug smuggling operations. We're seeing them really ramp up along the southern border, following those policies from the Biden administration that have prevented certain groups of migrants from self-surrendering. So now we're seeing them left with the option to evade law enforcement. But they're not doing it alone. U.S. citizens are the ones who are actually doing a lot of this heavy lifting here, joining in on this, becoming the smugglers themselves. So take a look at this rare look into this sophisticated plot and how it all comes together.
That would have paid my rent and gotten my car fixed.
Call it desperate times. A highly illegal means ending in handcuffs for this U.S. citizen.
I got you.
Facing up to 12.5 years in jail for Class 2 felony charges.
They told me to download an app called Telegram, I think it was.
A simple response to a social media posting. From there, it's as easy as a pin drop.
They sent me a pin to Sierra Vista.
The pickup is made and the evasion begins. U.S. citizens acting as smugglers, circumventing the recently reopened checkpoints in Arizona with the promise of being paid between $500 and $1,000 per head when they get to their destination.
I don't know if it's like digital or like cash.
15 vehicles involving human smuggling were stopped in one day in the county.
There is no age limitation. It's 13. We caught a 67-year-old just last week.
Hola.
NewsNation was there as deputies thwarted 9 different smuggling attempts in just 4 hours. During one of those stops in below freezing conditions,
I got him.
an undocumented individual seemingly appears out of nowhere. You see him get hung up here on the barbed wire before self-surrendering to officials on scene. Like other smugglers, this driver from Tucson,
I feel like I've ruined my life.
says he learned about daily work for easy money in an Instagram post.
I was recently let go from my job at Amazon, and I had no way to pay for a daycare or any bills.
He says he communicated with his, quote, boss for 3 days on WhatsApp.
He said that it's just a transportation job from point A to point B. Told me where to go.
Picking them up outside of what he says was a stash house. His case was turned over to Border Patrol, who will decide whether to press federal charges.
What would you tell someone who's considering doing this, who finds this ad that you found and thinks this is a good idea?
Just don't do it and stay straight.
Now, when it comes to those juvenile smugglers, Sheriff Daniels here in Cochise County tells me he has at least 9 juvenile smuggling drivers sitting in his jail right now, Dre, awaiting their hearings.
All right, Allie Bradley live in Arizona this morning. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.